footsteps echo through the evening rain. One small umbrella in a crowded lane. Two beating hearts and a long-lost name.
I left you standing by the midnight train, suitcase trembling in my nervous hand. You said I'll write you every single day, but miles and time had a different plan.
I watched you vanish through the smoky glass, felt the platform tilt as the moments passed. Years rolled on like the wheels on steel, but I never lost the way you made me feel.
Then today your letter found my door, ink a little shaky like it was before. You wrote,
if you're willing, after all this pain, meet me by the station. Meet me in the rain. Meet me in the rain, under one small light. Let the city fade into the silver night. If there's still a place where our hearts remain, you can find me when you meet me in the rain. Meet me in the rain. Let the past fall through like the drops that slide off my coat to you. If we've still got love we can't explain, hold my hand and meet me in the rain.
Yeah, meet me in the rain.
Whoa, yeah.
I saw you waiting by the ticking clock, raindrops shining on your Sunday frock. You looked up slowly as I spoke your name, and the years between us slipped away the same.
You said I'm sorry for the words I chose, for the doors I slammed and the heavy clothes. I laughed and whispered we were just too young, while the station bells and the engine sung.
We stepped outside to the busy street, puddles dancing around our feet.
You raised your umbrella, I moved in close, and the whole world narrowed down to us both. Meet me in the rain, under one small light. Let the city fade into the silver night. If there's still a place where our hearts remain, you can find me when you meet me in the rain. Meet me in the rain, let the past fall through like the drops that slide off my coat to you. If we still got love we can't explain, hold my hand and meet me in the rain. Meet me in the rain. We found a corner at a cafe pane, steam on the glass from the gentle rain. You traced a heart in the foggy glow, said, this is us if you want it so.
We spoke of families in the paths we walked, empty chairs and the nights we talked. Two faded pictures in an old white frame, wondering if the other felt the same.
The waitress smiled as she poured our cup, like she knew two souls were waking up.
Outside the puddles kept keeping time, while hope ran softly down the window line.
Ooh, maybe we can't get back every year, all the missed phone calls, all the quiet tears.
But we can stand where it went astray,
platform cold.
Just a shared umbrella as our stories told.
Meet me in the rain where the heart beats slow,
under blurry streetlights in a gentle glow. If tomorrow comes with its joy and strain, we'll remember how you met me in the rain.
Meet me in the rain when the years grow gray, when the station echoes fade away. If I ever feel that old lost pain,
say my name and meet me in the rain.
Meet me in the rain. One small umbrella, one steady hand,
two quiet hearts learning how to stand
side by side forever in the rain.
in the rain. Vinyl spinning round, Friday night hearts in a little hometown. You were leaning by the jukebox, hands in your coat. That slow song started and it caught in my throat. Colored little bows made a halo in your hair. You smiled at me like I'd always been there. You said, may I have this dance tonight? And the room turned warm in the neon light. Every step we took on that worn out floor felt like something I've been waiting for. The band played quiet in the corner of the hall, chaperones talking by the wall. I heard the future in the way you sighed, like the whole wide world was on our side. Under the jukebox light with your arms round me, the world grew small as it could be. Just you and I and that sweet old song spinning so slow as the night moved on. If I could live my life again tonight, I'd find you there. Under the jukebox light, later in your old car, dashboard glowing low, radio humming something soft and slow. We drove past fields where the crickets sang. Every word you whispered made my heart ring. You stopped by the river where the sky turned blue, dusk hanging quiet on the water's view. You traced a promise on my trembling hand, said I'll be yours as long as I can stand. The windows fogged with every breath we shared. We laughed about how much we cared. I felt tomorrow written in your eyes, like a gentle sunrise in disguise. Under the jukebox light with your arms round me, the world grew small as it could be. Just you and I and that sweet old song spinning so slow as the night moved on. If I could live my life again tonight, I'd find you there. Under the jukebox light, years rolled on like the records we played, needles and nights and the memories made. Summer fairs and Ferris wheels up high, your hand in mine against the sky. Now when the house is quiet and the kids all sleep, you pull me close in the kitchen deep. We sway to a tune only we can hear, and I'm right back there the first time you drew near. Under the jukebox light in my heart, it's clear I'm still that girl when you draw me near. Just you and I and that sweet old song, loving this way our whole life long. If I could choose this love a second time, I'd meet you there where our stars aligned. Every night my heart still shines so bright, like that first slow dance under the jukebox light. Soft shoes on the floor, shadows holding tight. I'll dance with you beyond the night. Wherever we go, whatever we do, that jukebox glow will lead me back to you. Under the jukebox light, 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 under the jukebox light.
Turn up our song, warm and all octave saturation. Let it fill the dark with a golden light. Hold my hand and hum along while the road rolls under and the night moves on. Turn up our song, let the years fall through like faded pictures that still feel new. If the world feels rough and the day's been long, we'll find our way when we turn up our song. You say we never built a mansion high, just a little house and a slice of sky. I smile and answer that's enough for me, as long as you're the one beside this sea. Turn up our song on the radio tonight. Let it fill the dark with a golden light. Hold my hand and hum along while the road rolls under and the night moves on. Turn up our song, let the years fall through like faded pictures that still feel new. If the world feels rough and the day's been long, we'll find our way when we turn up our song. There in the quiet by the riverside, you take my keys and slide closer to my side. You say one day when we're old and gray, will you still drive me out this way? I kiss your knuckles in the dimmest light, say I'll be here on any night. If the radio breaks and the wires all fray, we'll hum that tune our own sweet way. People chase after shining things, big city windows and diamond rings, but I've got something that won't fade fast, a little love made to last. Letters, photos, the lives we've grown, laughing in a house that we call home. And when the silence feels too strong, we let the memory play along. Turn up our song on the radio tonight. Let it wrap us both in a gentle light. Through every season, right or wrong, I'll stay with you and we'll turn up our song. Turn up our song when the years run deep, when the kids go home and the house falls asleep. If my voice grows tired but my heart beats strong, I'll hold you close and we'll turn up our song.
was standing by the corner store, neon dripping down the glass, cold wind tugging at my collar, while the taxis hurried past.
You were walking with your umbrella, tilting sideways in the wind, when you stopped and gave a half smile, said there's room to step right in.
Puddles shining in the crosswalk, headlights tracing silver lines, as we hurried through the shadows. Your warm hand was holding mine.
You said,
walk me through the rain. If the city starts to cry, stay and say my name. Under every sudden storm cloud, I will whisper just the same. If your heart feels cold and lonely, let it lean on mine again.
take my hand and softly
walk me through the rain.
Years went sliding down the window pane, letters lost along the way. Saw your face in passing strangers, thought of all I meant to say.
Then one evening by the riverside, where the streetlights meet the tide, I heard footsteps on the gravel, turned to see you by my side.
Do you still brave sudden showers?
Only if you're there to share.
And the sky began to open like the night we started there. So just walk me through the rain, let the dust fall on the water, wash our pain. We'll forgive the missing seasons, we'll forget the midnight trains. Every drop that hits your lashes writes our story once again. Pull me close and darling, walk me through the rain. when the sunshine fills our windows, and the days
Feel safe and dry.
I still feel that first small shiver
When you caught my asking eye.
We don't need a storm to find us, but whenever dark clouds start, know that every single raindrop
has a place inside my heart.
So if night comes with the rain,
And the sidewalks shine like rivers in the lane, I will meet you by the lamplight where our youth still softly reigns. We'll grow older, we'll grow gentler, but this promise will remain. Through the years, just take my hand and walk me through the rain.
yes, through all the joy and sorrow, through the loss and through the gain.
If you ask me one more time, love, I will always just say, stay and walk me through the rain. Walk me through the rain.
footsteps and traffic in a silver glow. You were waiting on the corner, collar turned up high, streetlight halo shining in your eyes. One small umbrella, but you pulled me near. Said I've been counting every drop till you got here. Suitcase heavy, but my heart felt light, watching you smile in the soft gray night. All of those miles faded out of view, right there in the rain, coming home to you. The city hummed like a distant song, cars rolling by as we walked along. I heard forever in the way you sighed, like every lonely night it finally dried under our little umbrella, holding you so close. The world outside was just shadows and ghosts. All of the waiting washed down the lane when your hand found mine in the gentle rain. If I could live this moment again, my dear, I'd meet you under our little umbrella right here. I remember all the letters, ink on yellowed lines, your careful writing crossing oceans in time. Postmarks faded, but your words stayed clear. Someday, my darling, I'll be standing right there. I read them by the lamplight when the nights grew long, tracing every promise like a favorite song. Now every envelope tucked safely away feels like the road that brought me to today. You laughed and said, do you still have mine? I said every word, every crooked line. The raindrops danced on the city stone while we talked like we had always known, under our little umbrella, holding you so close. The world outside was just shadows and ghosts. All of the waiting washed down the lane when your hand found mine in the gentle rain. If I could live this moment again, my dear, I'd meet you under our little umbrella right here. Later we wandered where the streets met the sea, waves in the darkness keeping time for you and me. Along the seaside promenade, wind in your hair, you whispered softly, I'm not going anywhere. We found a quiet cafe, fog on the glass, watching the raindrops let the hours pass. Your head on my shoulder, candle burning low, and all at once I knew I'd never let you go. Now it's years of mornings and the soft porch light, dinners in the kitchen holding you at night. Storms on the forecast don't trouble me at all. We've got that old umbrella hanging in the hall. Whenever clouds gather and the skies turn gray, we walk walk arm in arm through the drifting spray. Every drop falling feels like a refrain of the night we turned goodbye into here to stay. In the rain under our little umbrella, love, we still sway slow like that first night on the shining stone below. All of the distance, all of the pain melted away in that tender rain. If I could choose this life 1,000 times more, I'd find you waiting where the streets meet the shore. Every storm we weather, I'm grateful we're together forever under our little umbrella, evermore, evermore. Rain on the pavement, but my heart is warm, safe in your arms through every storm. Wherever we wander, whatever we do, there's room under this umbrella for me and you.
Under cloudy summer skies, love began before my eyes. Summer lights blinking at the small town fair, paper cups and laughter floating in the air. I was by the gate with a ticket in my hand when the first cool raindrops darkened all the sand. You came up beside me with your jacket and a grin, said, I've got an umbrella, wanna let me in? We ran through puddles past the cotton candy stand to the Ferris wheel car where you took my shaking hand. The ground fell away and the night turned still, raindrops on the meadow, hush on the hill. Your whisper floated through the carnival tune, and all I heard was you and that quiet little moon. Ferris wheel kisses high in the sky, holding on to you as the world rolls by. Fairground lights below like necklaces of gold, two shy hearts together, not afraid of getting old. Ferris wheel kisses, slow and sweet, rain on the railing, your hand on my cheek. Right then and there I knew what forever is, caught in your Ferris wheel kisses. Weeks turned to months and we found our ways, meeting after closing on those Saturday days. Driving down the back roads with the windows halfway down, car radio playing that soft, slow sound, dashboard glowing in a tender amber light. You reached for my fingers at a red sign in the night. We talked about tomorrow in that parking lot glow, tracing little circles in the fog on the window. And every simple moment felt like that first ride. Sky all around us, your arms open wide. Even when the music faded soft and low, I heard that Ferris wheel wherever we go. Ferris wheel kisses. Now it's many years later on a weekday noon, rain painting silver on the avenue. I'm clearing up glasses at the corner cafe, watching hurried footsteps blurring shades of gray. You appear outside in your worn old coat, still humming that melody we long ago wrote. You tap on the window with that same soft smile, and I'm back on that Ferris wheel for a little while. We don't need bright tickets or a carnival song. We've been riding this circle our whole lives long. If we ever grow tired or somehow lose our way, we'll meet by the fairground on a rainy day. Ferris wheel kisses high in the sky, holding on to love as the clocks go by. Fairground lights of memory glowing soft and gold, two warm hearts together, still not afraid of old. Ferris wheel kisses, slow and sweet, rain on the window, your arm round my seat. Every road we traveled led us back to this, living in Ferris wheel kisses. When the midway is quiet and the night wind sighs, I still see forever in your eyes. The night wind starts to hum, our song comes softly on. We were younger on that seaside evening, barefoot where the waves kissed our feet. You were laughing with your jacket on my shoulders. I could hear my heart skip every beat. Down the boardwalk, all the summer lights were shining, candy colors in the salt blue air. And the sky turned slowly while the Ferris wheel kept climbing. I fell in love with you up there. All the little lights below looked like wishes in a row. I remember how it felt so real when you took my hand by the Ferris wheel. We were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world can change its face, I will still be right beside you in that shining place. In my heart, I'm always waiting by the Ferris wheel with you. Now we're driving with the car radio low, dashboard glowing in the silver dark. Hear that old tune that we danced to by the ocean, takes me back to where we found our spark. On the promenade, the little shops are closing, but the wheel still paints the night with fire. And your smile in the mirror has that same soft wonder that it had the night you lit my life. Every time the chorus plays, I can see those summer days, all the laughter, all the spinning steel, all the quiet love by the Ferris wheel, by the Ferris wheel, by the Ferris wheel. We were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world can change its face, I will still be right beside you in that shining place. In my heart, I'm always waiting by the Ferris wheel with you. We have mornings full of coffee in the kitchen, little notes you leave beside my cup. All the quiet ways you say you're always with me keep my drift and heart still looking up. And on evenings when the wind begins to whisper and the tide rolls in with gentle sighs, we'll park the car and walk along the wooden railing. Let the colored lights fill up our eyes. Life can move like turning cars below us on the ground. Faces fade and streets can change their names, but every time we hear that distant carnival sound, we remember where our stories stayed the same. So if I ever feel the years begin to steal, kiss me once again by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel, we'll be turning round and round above the sea. All the days behind before us fold together when you're close to me. Let the waves roll in and carry off the noise and haste. We will hold this little circle as our sacred place. For as long as I am breathing, I will stand right here with you. By the Ferris wheel, believing every night our love is new. Ooh, by the Ferris wheel, my darling, I'm forever next to you. By the Ferris wheel, my darling, I'm forever next to you.
The rain came down on the avenue. You stood alone with the sky on you. Your little coat getting dark and cold. My quiet heart whispering, be brave, be bold. I tilted my umbrella over your hair. You laughed and said, I didn't know you'd care. The traffic blurred into silver lines, and all I saw were your eyes in mine. Share my umbrella tonight. Step a little closer, hold me tight. Let the busy world just fade from sight. Oh, share my umbrella tonight. We walked along where the river bends, the city lights sparkling like our plans. The rain grew soft like a humming tune. We watched the ripples chase after the moon. You told me dreams you were scared to share. I promised you I'd be waiting there. Whenever clouds try to hide your blue, I'd bring this same umbrella back to you. Share my umbrella tonight. Step a little closer, hold me tight. Let the busy world just fade from sight. Oh, share my umbrella tonight. And when the years bring stormy weather, we'll walk those streets as long as we're together. No matter how dark the sidewalks shine, your hand in my hand draws the brightest line. Now some nights find us at home just two, the kitchen light painting gold on you. The city rain tapping window panes. We sway in socks to an old refrain. Share my umbrella tonight, even in the kitchen's yellow light. Every drop that falls outside is fine, as long as your shoulder rests on mine. Let the city fade like a distant sign. Oh, share my umbrella, share my umbrella, share my umbrella tonight. Soft radio low in the midnight air. Coffee cups are waiting on the table there. Porch light glowing in the gentle night. Two shadows moving in the kitchen light.
I remember that little dance hall town, jukebox spinning while the sun went down. You were leaning by the doorway, shy, trying not to let me see your eyes.
Then you smiled and said one slow song. My hands were trembling as I sang along. We were swaying in that yellow glow, too young to know how far our love would go.
Years go by like records fade, but some sweet songs never change. Every time the nighttime still, I hear that jukebox playing still by the kitchen light. Hold me close tonight, let the ticking of the clock keep time so right. We don't need a crowd, just your hand in mine. By the kitchen light, our hearts still shine. Ooh, I remember that old car radio, dashboard glow and the road so slow. You were humming to the quiet tune. Stars were scattered like our own small moon.
I would trace your name on the cloudy glass, praying every mile would never pass. You said, darling, when the day is through,
every road I'm driving leads back to you. Now the stations change and seasons turn,
but there's one thing that I've learned. No matter where the dark may fall, your soft voice is my favorite call. By the kitchen light, hold me close tonight. Let the ticking of the clock keep time so right. We don't need a crowd, just your hand in mine. By the kitchen light, our hearts still shine. Ooh, there were days when the rain came down, bills piled high and our dreams fell drowned. But you'd whistle that old slow tune, turn our troubled hearts into a living room.
You'd be standing in your apron, blue, tired eyes, but still you'd smile on through. I'd spin you round on that faded floor, just like that
When the years have lined our hands, when the world forgets our plans,
we'll still dance in this quiet room to a midnight radio in bloom.
If the porch light flickers low,
if the days move soft and slow,
we'll keep singing through the night.
Two shadows in the tender light, by the kitchen light, hold me all night long. We'll turn another evening into our old song. We don't need a crowd, just your hand in mine. By the kitchen light, love still shines. By the kitchen light, by the kitchen light.
Kitchen light, when the world's asleep, these little promises are the ones we keep.
By the kitchen light,
darling, you and I, two quiet hearts beneath a gentle sky.
Cotton candy clouds in the evening sky, calliope music drifting low. I walk alone past the rides that spin, where we once laughed so long ago. Tiny yellow bulbs on the Ferris frame blink on one by one with the stars. I buy a ticket just to feel the same, wondering if you still know who we are. The years rolled on like the carousel, but some things never fade. Every step I take, I hear you say the promise that we made. Ferris wheel nights, I still remember your jacket around my shoulders in late September. High in the sky with the town below, you whispered every secret soft and low. If you're still mine in this summer light, meet me again in these Ferris wheel nights. I pass the hall where the band once played, jukebox glowing red and gold. You spun me slow to a broken-hearted tune, said I'll be here when we grow old. We carved our names by the riverside, where the water caught the moon. You traced my hand like a fragile page and swore you'd be back someday soon. But letters stopped and the seasons changed and life pulled us apart. Still every fare that came to town lit up my waiting heart. Ferris wheel nights, I still remember your jacket round my shoulders in late September. High in the sky with the town below, you whispered every secret soft and low. If you're smile like sunlight over dusty years, a little older, softer it seems. You say I'm late, but I found my way. Kept your picture all this time. You hold out 2 worn Ferris wheel tickets. Ask, will you ride with me tonight? We climb back into that swinging seat, the whole fair turning slow. Muted trumpets from the band below play a song from long ago. I feel your arms circling mine once more, like it always should have been. We float above all the roads we took and come together again. Ferris wheel nights, we're back together. Your hand in mine feels even better. High in the sky with the town below, our hearts beat softly in the afterglow. If we lose our way in the failing light, we'll find it again in these Ferris wheel nights. Ferris wheel nights, hold me forever, round and round in your arms, my love. Ferris wheel nights, Ferris wheel nights. Soft summer breeze, carnival light, 2 shadows swaying in the warm twilight. Ferris wheel night, Ferris wheel night.
All those faded yesterdays still have a way of finding us. There was an old park swing at the edge of town, where you and I would meet when the sun went down. We carved our names in the wood inside, promised we would never let our hearts divide. But you packed your suitcase on a restless day, said you had to follow where your dreams might lay. I walked you home in that evening glow, watching every footprint disappear in snow. Years turned like records on a dusty shelf. I poured the coffee, lived with myself. But in the quiet, when the daylight thinned, I heard your laughter in the autumn wind. And now we slow dance in the kitchen, bare feet on the faded floor. An old song softly spinning from that record by the door. You lean your head upon my shoulder, like all those nights we never had. Slow dance in the kitchen, darling, and suddenly the years don't feel so bad. kept the lamp in the hallway low at night, just enough to catch a dream if it passed in the light. I'd hum our tune while the teapot sang, pretending it was harmony when the kettle rang. Every little birthday, every New Year's chime, I saved a silent wish for you in the back of my mind. Then tonight there came a gentle knock at 10, and when I opened up the door, it was you again. Your coat was worn, but your eyes still shone like all the summers we had known. You said, do you remember how we used to sway? And the lonely quiet just slipped away. So now we slow dance in the kitchen, bare feet on the faded floor. An old song softly spinning from that record by the door. The ticking clock keeps time above us, while shadows move along the wall. Slow dance in the kitchen, darling, like we never said goodbye at all. Steam on the window from the midnight tea, your hand tracing circles on the back of me. We talk in whispers so the house can rest. Your cheek still fits so easy on my chest. We laugh at the distance and the roads we chose, the letters never written, the doors we closed. But here in the limelight of the kitchen sink, we're closer than we ever dared to think. We don't need chandeliers or a crowded ballroom floor, just the hum of the fridge and this old screen door. If tomorrow never finds us on some grand parade, I'll be glad for every slow step that we've made. Let's keep this slow dance in the kitchen, let the teacups cool and wait, let the world spin where it's going. We arrived a little late. You and I, we found our rhythm in the softest place we know. Slow dance in the kitchen, darling, where time moves like a vinyl, warm and slow. When the music fades to a gentle hiss, we'll still be swaying in the after kiss.
Sunday shoes, walking past the cotton candy stands, laughter in the air and a painted moon. When you reached out and took my hand, the Ferris wheel was turning over our shoulders. Tiny towns of colored light, you said, let's ride, we'll see the world together. As we rose into the night, all the noise of the midway faded far below. When you whispered, honey, I won't ever let you go. Under the Ferris wheel lights, you first called me your girl. Under the Ferris wheel lights, it felt like all the world was a soft, sweet song that only we could hear so right. And my heart learned how to shine under the Ferris wheel lights. Later on we danced in the old town hall, jukebox glowing by the door, spinning little records, every slow love song pulled us closer to the floor. Your jacket smelled of summer wind and sugar, my cheek resting on your chest. You said, someday, darling, we'll remember this. And my soul said, this is blessed. Every spin of the vinyl, every gentle sway turned a simple Friday into our forever day. Under the Ferris wheel lights, you first called me your girl. Under the Ferris wheel lights, it felt like all the world was a soft, sweet song that only we could hear so right. And my heart learned how to shine under the Ferris wheel lights. Driving home so slow with the windows down, car radio a silver glow, headlights on the road and your easy smile like a dream I didn't know. You tapped the wheel in time to some sweet love tune, sang the chorus low and true. Then you pulled up softly by my front gate fence, said, my life began with you. And now the years have drifted like the summer air, but your hand still finds me when the nights turn bare. Every time a carnival comes back to town and those painted horses go round and round, we park the car and walk where our first promise shines. And I'm yours again in that moment in time. Under the Ferris wheel lights, we still look like we did then. Under the Ferris wheel lights, I fall in love again. Let the midway fade and the years roll gently out of sight. I'll be standing by your side. Under the Ferris wheel lights, yes, my heart will always shine under the Ferris wheel lights. Under the Ferris wheel lights.
Porch light burning low, you turn off the kitchen radio, wipe your hands and breathe a sigh. I lock up the door behind us as the night rolls through the sky. We step out on painted wooden steps where the summer breezes flow, crickets singing in the hedges, 'neath our porch light burning low. All the busy streets are quiet, all the phones have had their say, but your shoulder leaning into mine keeps the noise so far away. With that porch light burning low and your hand resting in my hand so slow, all the years we've walked together, all the miles we've yet to go, find their way back to this moment. Porch light burning low. There's a coffee cup on the railing, there's a sweater around your knees. You are talking about the children and the changes on our street. Mailboxes lined like little soldiers, sleeping cars in tidy rows, while the glow around your profile softly flickers, softly glows. I don't need a grand horizon or a far-off shining shore. In your tired but smiling eyes, I have all I'm asking for. 'Neath this porch light burning low, where the day slips off your shoulders warm and slow, every laugh line, every teardrop, every story we both know comes to rest upon these steps. Porch light burning low. We were younger on a back street with a single borrowed key, dreaming of a little house where the nights could set us free. Now the paint is chipped and fading, and the years have brushed our hair, but the way you lean against me says our first young love's still there. So when porch lights burning low and the world outside our doorway starts to snow, we'll be wrapped in old wool blankets, watching soft white feathers blow. I will thank the stars above us for the life we've come to know, side by side on creaking steps, porch light burning low. Porch light burning low. Porch light burning low. Porch light burning low. Rain on the sidewalks, evening rush, gone home. City breathing softly, streets of shining stone. I walk past the windows, neon glowing blue. Back to the station where I once let go of you.
ticket man is yawning. Clock is almost 10. Echo of a whistle pulls me back to then. You with your suitcase shaking in the rain, me trying to be brave while you boarded that train.
We said ride me every Sunday night. You pressed my hands and said I'll try, but somehow I believed through every mile I would still see your eyes under the station lights. That's where I lost you once that night. But every letter that you ever wrote pulled me back to that platform hope under the station lights. I kept your promise in my mind till the day you step into my sight under the station lights. I watch the dark fields slipping past the pain, trying not to cry as I whispered out your name. New streets waiting, strangers everywhere, only your handwriting saying someone cared. Little rented bedroom, suitcase by the chair. Your folded words were all that waited there. Lines a little crooked, ink a little thin, but every simple truth felt like you walking in.
Some nights the distance echoed through my room. I'd read your lines in yellow table gloom, each gentle sentence, every clumsy line, holding my heart like your hand once held mine. Under the station lights, that's where I left you in the night. But every letter that you ever sent kept my lonely footsteps facing home again. Under the station lights, I traced your name 100 times, dreaming of turning, finding your smile under the station lights.
Years turn the edges of the pages warm, ink bled a little like the day we swore. No matter the distance, no matter the time, we'd follow the tracks to the same old sign.
I kept your photographs inside my coat.
I kissed your name on every envelope, every faded stamp and trembling line, drew a little circle around our lives.
Timetable flickers with your train. My hands are shaking just to see your name. Crowd begins to gather underneath the beams, raindrops stitching silver through the steam.
Oh, I stand among the travelers with my case,
Searching every shadow for your face.
yeah, then through the umbrellas and the yellow glow,
There you are,
just the same as
long ago. You drop your bags and I forget the years. Rain and laughter tangle with our tears.
the whole white city fading out of sight, till it's only you and me tonight.
Under the station lights, we find each other one more time. All of the miles and all those nights, folding in your arms and in your eyes. Under the station lights, no more goodbyes, no more someday. If this is home, let it start right here, where our hearts remember how to stay. Under the station This is home, let it always be. Under the station lights.
Your shadow moving, calling out my name.
And suddenly this old town feels brand new tonight. I still remember suitcase in your hand,
the platform clock, the silver rails, the whistle of the train.
You tried to smile so I wouldn't see you cry, but raindrops on your lashes gave a secret in your eyes. I watched you waving through the smoky morning light, clutching my umbrella like a promise held too tight. The echo of that goodbye stayed inside my chest, like a record stuck but playing only Please Come Back. All those seasons turn and turn, still our hearts would twist and burn. Every song on late night shows kept on whispering what we know. Back at the jukebox,
hear our favorite tunes,
spinning all the memories in this faded room.
Under the soft glow, you pull me close once more,
like we never said goodbye at that station door. Back at the jukebox, look at where we are.
You and I together like a wishing star.
If the night just keeps on turning, I'll be in your arms. Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
I moved on the best I could, or so I'd say.
Work behind that corner store, counting down the day.
Porch light glowing when the evening shift was through.
I'd stand there in the doorway, half expecting it was you. I wrote you letters that I never dared to send, folded up the pages, tucked them where the hurt would mend.
Every train that rumbled through this little town
sounded like a second chance that never slowed down. Yet tonight you walk right in with that same shy, crooked grin, and the jukebox found our song like it's been waiting all along. Back at the jukebox,
hear our favorite tunes,
spinning all the memories in this faded room.
under the soft glow, you pull me close once more,
like we never said goodbye at that station door. Back at the jukebox, look at where we are.
you and I together like a wishing star.
If the night just keeps on turning, I'll be in your arms. Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
Outside the street is shining, puddles in the lane.
We share one old umbrella, laughing in the rain.
Small town dance hall windows fog with breath and heat.
Every raindrop keeping time with our returning heartbeat.
Let the trains roll by, let the timetables change. I've had all I need right here, I don't need those distant trains.
Let the city lights stay far across the tracks.
I have searched the whole wide world just to circle back. If tomorrow feels unsure, hold me closer than before. We'll let one more record play while the night just slips away. Back at the jukebox, where our hearts belong.
We've turned our old goodbyes into a brand new song. In the color shadows I see my future clear. Every every beat is telling me to keep you near. Back at the jukebox, nothing in between, just the man I always loved and the girl you've always seen.
If the world keeps on revolving, I'll be in your arms.
Back at the jukebox, safe in your arms.
When the last slow record ends,
walk me home past Sleepy Bend.
neath your porch light, hand in hand, we'll let the jukebox be our band.
I still see us, young and real, under the Ferris wheel. You were standing by the tickets with your hands inside your coat. I was laughing with my girlfriends, trying hard not to take note. But the summer air was buzzing and the lights began to spin. And the moment that you caught my eye, the world came drifting in. Cotton candy on my fingers, music floating through the park. All the colors of the Midway, waking up the coming dark. When you finally walked beside me, shy and quiet, trying to be cool, I could hear my heart beat louder than the old brass band at school. You said maybe we could ride it, just one turn, just you and me. And I said only if you promise I can see the whole town free. We were just two foolish dreamers with no maps and no idea how long we chased that first night's feel. Under the Ferris wheel, where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel, love found us deep. Under the Ferris wheel, where the music met the stars, where you whispered I'll be yours like it was written in the cars. Now the years keep rolling onward, but I know what's always real. We're still that boy and girl under the Ferris wheel. Later on we drove in circles with the car radio turned low. Dashboard glow across your knuckles, windows fogged with fallen snow. Every song became our memory, every mile another thread. We were weaving something golden out of all the words we said. On the nights you stayed out working just to keep our little place, I would watch the quiet porch light throwing halos on your face. Every time I heard your footsteps on the gravel up the hill, I could feel the fairgrounds calling and my heart would answer still. You'd say sorry I was late, love, but you know I had to try. And I'd hold you in the kitchen with the kettle humming by. All the simple gentle moments that the world can't ever steal started in that spinning wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel, love found us deep. Under the Ferris wheel, where the music met the stars, where you whispered I'll be yours like it was written in the cars. Now the years keep rolling onward, but I know it's always real. We're still that boy and girl under the Ferris wheel. Now the fair comes back each August, and we sometimes take a ride with your silver in your hair. And all these years on either side, we don't scream like we did back then, we just smile and close our eyes. Let the cool night wind remind us how it felt to touch the skies. When we pass above our neighborhood and see our porch light glow, I can feel your fingers tighten like that first time long ago. And I whisper, no matter what the spinning world may do or say, every road I ever travel still begins back there that day. If the music ever fades and all the bright lights disappear, if the fair moves on to somewhere else and leaves our little pier, we'll still have that trembling moment when the world first stood so still, when my heart learned how to answer to your will. Let the wheel keep turning slowly in the corners of our mind. Let the car radio remember every chorus left behind. Every night our porch light flickers, it's the same soft shining seal that we learned to trust beneath that Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel,
whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river in the twilight seems to glow. I still see you standing by the track that night, little brown suitcase held in your hand so tight. They called out your number through the station air, and I tried to smile like I didn't care. You said, don't you worry, it's just for a while. I'll send you a postcard with a borrowed smile. But the door slid closed with a shuddering sound, and my heart stayed here as the wheels roll around. We were young and sure that time would bend, didn't know how far that line would send. Every dream we'd drawn together in ink, farther than we'd ever think. The train and the river took you far from me. Steel against you for mine. Steel against the water in my memory. Smoke in the night. Smoke in the night. And a silver stream carrying you far. Carrying you farther than our small town dream. The train and the river, they both run on. One to the dawn. One to the dawn. And I stand here watching where they used to meet, your goodbye echoing under my feet. Now I walk that riverside at evening's fall, watch the soft reflections dance along the wall. Sometimes in the current I can see your face, shining like a promise I can't replace. There's a distant rumble on the iron bridge, like a broken heartbeat on a rusted ridge. I close my eyes and I can almost feel your hand in mine as the shadows kneel. I have sent my letters to the great unknown, every careful line in a tender tone. Maybe in some city when the day is through, you hear a whistle and you think of me too. Oh, the train and the river took you far from me. Stealing against the water. Steal against the water in my memory. Smoke in the night. Smoke in the night. And a silver stream carrying you farther. Carrying you farther than our small town dream. The train and the river, they both run on. One to the dawn. And one to the dawn. And one to the dawn. One to the dawn. And I stand here watching where they used to meet, your goodbye echoing under my feet. In my little kitchen with the ticking clock, I can hear your laughter in the kettle's talk. Under one bare bowl and the evening news, I pour one cup of coffee like I used to do for two. Sometimes I rise when the house is still, lean on the window by the windowsill. If I see a shimmer on the midnight glass, I pretend it's your shadow coming up the grass. So the train and the river drew their lines so wide, but they can't erase what you left in confession that you still care. The train and the river may keep us apart, but they can't change the map of my faithful heart. If I stand here waiting till my days are through, I'll be where the river bends, thinking of you. There's a whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river keeps on moving where our dreams still flow. The train and the river, as the night turns blue, carry all my longing, all my love to you.
Sha-la-la, sha-la-la. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. Soft lights turning in the summer sky. We were strangers at the summer fair, cotton candy colors hanging in the air. You were standing by the horses painted gold, with a ticket in your fingers and your smile so bold. There was music from the jukebox by the stand, old love songs playing while you reached for my hand. All the midway faded, every sound grew still when you pulled me close under the Ferris wheel, and the world spun slow high above the town. Tiny lights like stars looking down. You whispered low, stay here for a while, and I fell forever in that quiet smile. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where my heart learned how love can feel. Round and round with the night so real, you and I beneath the turning steel. Every time our memories spin, I'm under the Ferris wheel again. Later on we walk beside the sea, shoes in our hands and the waves at our feet. You drew a little heart in the shining sand, and you wrote my name beside your own name in your hand. We were talking about a small white house with a little front porch and the lights turned down. You said, darling, when the day is through, I'll come home to that porch light and you. And the wind sang soft like a distant song as the tide kept time all night long. You held me close in the ocean breeze, and I heard the fairground in the rustling trees. Under the Ferris wheel, that's where my heart learned how love can feel. Round and round with the night so real, you and I beneath the turning steel. colors fade and the years all roll, you still turn my heart like that first ride's glow. Let the midway fade into the night. We still have our little circle of light. Every laugh line written on your face is a carousel I never wanna chase. When the world feels big and hard to feel, I close my eyes and there's the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, I still can taste how the stars were real. Hand in hand as the night would heal every old heartbreak we used to feel. Now when I say our love is real, I'm back under the Ferris wheel. I'm back under the Ferris wheel. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la. Soft lights turning in the summer sky. You and I under the Ferris wheel. Jamaga ringing in the corner chrome, colored lights shining like a little home. Wood floor humming to a sweet backbeat, heartbeats dancing where the records meet. You walked in slow with your collar neat, polished shoes and two left feet. I was standing by the punch bowl stand, holding paper cups with a nervous hand. You dropped a coin in the silver side, pressed our tune with a quiet pride. As the needle found the groove just right, you turned and held me in the colored light. Jukebox hearts tonight, spinning round and round. Every little note lifts us off the ground. Hold me close and don't let go of tight. Let our love play on. Jukebox hearts tonight, jukebox hearts tonight. In this painted hall where a simple song can say it all. If the world outside feels black and white, we'll live in color with jukebox hearts tonight. Ooh. We swayed in time to the snare soft snap, trumpets sighing like a tender nap. My cheek resting where your shirt felt warm, safe and quiet from the winter storm. You whispered dreams about a job next year, saving up for a small place near. Said we can buy a record of our own, so this little song can follow us home. I felt the rhythm in your steady chest, every little beat saying this is best. And when the chorus came back sweet and slow, I knew there was nowhere else to go. Jukebox hearts tonight, spinning round and round. Every little note lifts us off the may change the way this old place looks. New kids dancing to their favorite hooks, but we'll still slip in on a Friday late, sharing one more dance by the swinging gate. We'll see our faces in the shining chrome, older now but never alone. And when we hear that trumpets start to sigh, we'll find our youth in the blink of an eye. Some folks chase big city nights, neon signs and endless lights, but I just need your hand in mine and a little song in 3/4 time. When life goes fast and the colors fade and grown-up worries make us afraid, we'll come back here just to feel alright, letting one small record light the night. Jukebox hearts tonight, turning slow and true, every tender note pulling me to you. If we lose our way in the world outside, we'll find it here where the music hides. Jukebox hearts tonight, let the rhythm stay, carrying our love when the years drift away. When my hair turns silver in the hall soft light, I'll still be yours with jukebox hearts tonight. Last song fading in the colored glow. You take my coat, say it's time to go, but in my chest long after we lose sight, our love keeps spinning. Jukebox hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight.
Soft rain on the window pane, my heart saying your name again.
I'm sitting by a cafe window in the rain, stirring up the sugar, watching people on the lane.
Your handwriting on a letter lying by my cup says if we ever lose our way, don't you give up.
Meet me where the midway music fills the air, where the cotton candy sweetness rides the breeze up there.
When the lights are shining round the Ferris wheel, that's the place where we can tell what's real. All those years went rolling like the clouds above, but ink upon this paper kept the shape of love. Every faded postcard, every photograph led me right back to our promised path at the summer fair. I'll find you at the summer fair. We'll start anew.
When the midway lights are shining in the air, I'll be waiting there
At the summer fair. I remember that small town dance hall Saturday, jukebox in the corner, softly humming Marvin Gaye.
Your dress was swaying to a slow, sweet tune. I was just a boy who fell for you too soon.
Later on we wandered past the gates outside, Ferris wheel turning in the velvet night sky.
You said if life should pull us far apart, let this little fairground hold our hearts. I kept your letters folded in my coat your gentle sentences through quiet tears.
Every careful cursive line you sign with care.
Whispered, someday I'll be standing there at the summer fair.
I'll find you
At the summer fair.
We'll start anew.
When the midway lights are shining in the air, I'll be waiting there at the summer fair.
Now I see you through the cafe glass tonight. Raindrops on your shoulders, but your eyes still bright.
I step inside and all the noise just melts away, like the years that tried to steal our yesterday.
You take my hand like not a single season passed.
I say I kept that promise, I've come home at last.
Outside the streets are silver with the rain soaked glare.
But our little world is just this chair. Later we go walking where the sea winds blow. Footprints on the promenade, the waves below.
We talk about the roads that led us back again.
Two old hearts still beating like when it began.
Maybe we are older with a touch of gray,
but the light inside your smile still lights my way.
every coming summer. If you need me there,
You know where, you know where. At the
summer fair, I'll hold you
at the summer
fair. Our hearts will choose.
when the midway lights are shining in the air, we'll be standing there
At the summer fair.
at the summer fair.
No more goodbyes, just the
Ferris wheel reflecting in your eyes.
if the world grows cold, if we lose our way, I swear
We'll begin again at the summer fair.
soft rain on the window,
Love in the air.
hand in hand forever
At the summer fair. Hold me tight by the jukebox light. You were leaning by the record machine, coins in your hand, hair shining clean. I was nervous in my Sunday dress, trying hard to hide my breathless chest. Then you smiled and said, let's take a chance. If we play this song, would you dance? As the needle found its soft first line, you took my fingers gently into yours and mine. And the hardwood floor began to glide as the little town faded outside. By the jukebox light, we were swaying slow and holding on, like the night would never turn to dawn. By the jukebox light, every shy little word felt right. I became your always always in your eyes that night by the jukebox light. Later on at the summer fair, Ferris wheel turning in the warm night air, cotton candy on your laughing lips, fireworks echoing above our fingertips. You said someday when we're old and gray, we'll remember how we felt today. So we traced our names in dusty gold on the side of that booth where the tickets sold. And the midway lights were shining high while you promised me the rest of my life by the jukebox light. We were swaying slow and holding on like the night would never turn to dawn by the jukebox light. Every shy little word felt right. I became your always in your eyes that night by the jukebox light. Now the dance hall's just an empty frame, windows dark but the street's the same. We walk home slow by the quiet sea, your old coat wrapped around you and me. There's our porch light in a gentle glow, like a lantern from the long ago. And you hum that tune so soft and low, while the waves keep time in their easy roll. We have seen the seasons come and go, watched our little house fill up with snow, shared our laughter, mended every tear. Still I'm 17 when you draw me near. If the music stops and all the nights grow still, I will hear that record spinning on the sill by the jukebox light. Every time you pull me to your heart, we're right back at where we used to start by the jukebox light. In our kitchen or the soft moonlight, I can feel that first forever in your eyes, so bright by the jukebox light. Hold me tight by the jukebox light. Through every night by the jukebox light. Under the Ferris wheel, you were leaning by the jukebox light, spinning records while the room turned white. All the couples swayed in two and two, but my eyes kept finding only you. I was standing in my Sunday dress, hands all tangled up in shy unrest. Then you smiled and took my trembling hand, pulled me to the floor to join the band. Every step we took, the world grew small and still, hearts in time with every note bending to our will. Under the Ferris wheel, where the lights made all our dreams feel real. You said, darling, tell me how you feel, and I whispered, I am falling for the way you make my heartbeat kneel. Hold me close and make this promise real. Under the Later on at summer's little fair, cotton candy floating in the air. You won me a tiny silver ring from a crooked laughing carnival thing. We walked over to the highest ride, saw the tiny town and stars collide, as the night wind brushed your jacket sleeve. You said stay with me and never leave. All the noise below turned into distant rain. Up above the world it was just my name. Under the Ferris wheel, where the lights made all our dreams feel real. You said, darling, tell me how you feel. And I whispered, I am falling for the way you make my heartbeat kneel. Hold me close and make this promise real. Under the Ferris wheel. Now the dance hall's lost its neon sign, and the fair comes through here one last time. We've got groceries in a paper bag, little creases where our youth once sang. But you catch my eye like long ago, with that half-shy smile I used to know. And you say, let's go and take one ride, for the boy and girl we left inside. If the music fades and the midway closes down, we'll still find that trembling moment in this town. Every year that passes only turns the lights to gold. You and I forever young inside these hands that hold. Under the Ferris wheel, we're still dancing like the world's not real. You say, darling, tell me what you feel. And I answer, I'm still falling like I did that night. My heart can't heal. Every time you take my hand I feel. Under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel.